Hi everyone, this is my first video on NFTs. I've been in the NFT space for about 4 to 5 months now. I've watched, seems like countless YouTube videos, got snippets of information from all of them, which has been great. Done a lot on Twitter, joined Discords, and I basically just thought I'd pull everything I've learned together into one video just to see if any of you find it useful. So as I said, I am sort of still relatively new to this, with only been in a few months, but there's been lots of sort of potentially rookie mistakes I've come across, and people have helped me out, so I just thought I'd share the advice. So what we're going to take a look at is OpenSea. So this is the platform that I personally find the best. It seems to be the largest, and there's just a huge amount of NFTs on here and being traded all the time. With that in mind, one thing I'd say to anyone who is new to NFTs, it's really easy to get in the hype of projects and want to be buying stuff all the time. Even if you do miss out, there really is opportunities landing every single day. Good stuff pretty much every single week. So there's opportunities all the time. So although you can't kick yourself if you do miss something, there's always something new to sort of get involved with. One thing I always want to say as well, because all the other channels say it, obviously this isn't financial advice. This is just literally what I've done. So make of it what you will, make your own decisions. So once you initially get onto OpenSea, I'd say have a play around with OpenSea for a couple of days or a week or so just to get to grips with it before you start buying stuff. But when you do want to buy stuff, what you do is you need to create a MetaMask wallet. So you literally just click the link, go through, and it's just basically the payment gateway. So you put money into your wallet, purchase Ethereum. Ethereum is like, although OpenSea has just started trialing Solana, Ethereum really is like the main one on the platform. So you purchase some Ethereum, and then you can go off and you can start trading and purchasing NFTs once you've got some money in your wallet through MetaMask. I'll do a separate video on MetaMask because I didn't find it too hard, but apparently some people do find it a little bit fiddly. So when I initially landed on OpenSea, like if I was looking at purchasing something tonight, one of the things, like if I wasn't sure initially what I was looking for, I quite like going into stats and then seeing the activity to see what's getting traded currently. And then I'll have a look down and I'll see what the price is, what's getting sold, and what's sort of my sort of price point. As you can see, there's trades literally every couple of seconds, and this is getting refreshed all the time. So me personally, because I'm still relatively new in the space, the most I'm sort of going to probably spend on a single NFT purchase is about 0.5 ETH. So yeah, anything above this, I personally don't feel experienced enough yet, so I stick around under 0.5 ETH. So and there's some great opportunities under 0.5 ETH. One in particular, Doogies, which I'll show you shortly. I got in on that at 0.07 ETH. And I think that's going to be, a good one for the long term. So what I quite like here is seeing flurries of activity, as we've just seen there. This one has just launched. By the look, it must potentially be like a mint or something. When I see a flurry of a few things getting sold in a quick period of time, I quite like to go in and have a look at it. So let's go have a look at that one. Then I'll take a look and see what's happening. So they've got this one, Pixel Interfaces. It's got 3,800 items. There we go. It says 4,004 entirely animated NFTs entering. So it looks like there's still a couple more to drop because there's only 3,800 available. From that, there's 1,500 owners. The floor price is 0.065 ETH. And this is where I like to see the volume traded. So 93 ETH has been traded, so there has been quite a significant amount of activity on this one. So if we take a look at it, it looks like these are sort of ready to mint, so you can purchase these. So you can go in, you can make an offer, and then we can see what's been happening. So this was minted only 13 hours ago. It's been listed at 0.05 ETH. There's been transfers, sales at 0.035 ETH. So someone's lost money there. And then it has been going up. So there's been lots of activity on this. So what I'd probably do is I'd then go off and do some digging on this before sort of making a purchase. What you can then do is you can go off, you can join the Discord, have a look at the website, and Twitter is probably my favorite platform for taking a look to see what's happening. So if I click into Twitter, you can find out a lot more about the project than you can from just being on OpenSea. So some things I like to have a look at is the amount of followers they have. So what I'll tend to do there is I'll click in to take a look at the followers and sort of scroll down to see if they look like bots. Or when I say bots, I mean like fake accounts. From obviously just having a very quick look through these, look like legitimate followers. So that's like a good tick. And then here we are. So I'm just sort of reading this as I go. Yeah, so it seems like it's being minted in the last couple of weeks. And then I like to go around to see if there's any activity taking place. As you can see, there's lots of activity currently. And yeah, there's like minting taking place. So 15 minutes remaining is the website. So we've got the website ready. Yeah, so this is quite an interesting one. So I'll probably actually save this for later to have like a bit of a deeper dive. But this initially looks like a good project. One other thing I do like to look at as well is not just the volume of tweets, but the interaction with those tweets. So this obviously has gone out 9 hours ago. There's 40 comments, 77 retweets, 142 likes. Initially, that's a really good sign. But again, I just want to scratch beneath the surface just to make sure it's not bots or automated replies. So let's have a look and see what's getting replied. Again, this is looking really good because this is actually people who have said they've purchased it. Yeah, so this is really positive stuff. So yeah, I'd definitely be interested in this one. So I'll certainly be. In fact, I will give them a follow now, so I don't forget about it. And this is one I would be taking a look at. Okay, so if I was, for example, to go and purchase something, so let's say this one here is 0.069, you would choose MetaMask. Click it, you would then be logged into MetaMask, which is, if you're on Google Chrome, I would recommend Google Chrome if you're going to be using MetaMask. It's just there as an extension. And then you can purchase this item for the 0.069 ETH. The one frustrating thing you will learn when you get into the NFT space is gas fees. And it's just one of those things. It's like sort of like a service fee or a tax almost. So the people who are running the blockchain, those people that's where the money goes. It's to basically keep up with the blockchain technology and network. So with each purchase, I've sort of found that I've paid about $30 to $50 on gas every time I've purchased an NFT. So you do need to factor this in. If you're going to be buying stuff that's very, very cheap, so let's say you're buying an NFT that's, I don't know, let's say $50. You're going to spend $50 purchasing the NFT, and then you're also going to spend about $30 to $40 on gas. So you need that NFT to more than double in value to even break even, because then when you sell it, you've got gas again. So if you are purchasing cheap NFTs, just be aware that obviously it has to have significant gains in order for you to break even just by, well, once you've factored in the gas fee. I had a rookie error initially. My gas fees seemed astronomically high. And it turned out, thankfully, I can't remember who it was now, but it was someone on Twitter. I'll have to find out and thank him in the comments for that. For example, here, say if I wanted to purchase this one, it was 0.069 ETH. I was literally adding the dollar equivalent of, say, 0.070 Ethereum into my MetaMask wallet, and then I was trying to purchase. I got told that you need to have an extra 0.05 Ethereum as a minimum within your wallet in order to significantly reduce the gas fee. When I did do this, it made a huge difference. Instead of looking at sort of $150, $160 gas fees, it was coming down to sort of between $30 to $50. If it's not a project that's got like flurries of activities, you can sort of hold on and wait for the gas, because the gas fee will fluctuate. So it might be $30 now. You go back in 20 minutes, half an hour, it might be $40, $45. Then it just fluctuates up and down like that as the day goes on. So if time's on your side, you can sort of sit back, keep checking, and then purchase it when the gas fee is a little bit lower. Or if it's one of those projects where you just need to get in quickly, obviously you just have to take the hit on the gas fee, but having that bit of extra Ethereum within your wallet really does make a difference to reduce the gas fee. One thing I'm going to point out as well is scammers. I've nearly fallen foul to this on my first purchase. So my first purchase was Doogies. So I was on OpenSea one Saturday evening, just sort of sat up, and I noticed these came up, and it was through this approach of looking in the activity section. I could see that they were sort of minting every couple of minutes at 0.05 Ethereum. And I got a really good feeling about it. As I did this sort of research very quickly, just showed you then. I had a really, really good feeling about it, and I just wanted to buy one. Every time one was launching, they were sold literally within seconds. So I tried my best. I got close a couple of times, but didn't actually make it. And then I spotted one, clicked purchase, and just as I was about to go through it, I realized at the very last second, thankfully, that it was a scammer. So I'm going to show you how you can make sure you don't fall foul of this. Thankfully, the Doogies one, there has been sort of 2-3 scam accounts which have all gone now. So that's great. What we can do is just check the URL and make sure it's the same. So if you're ever not sure, go to the Twitter account, see that you're on the correct Twitter, and then go to their link find them on OpenSea through their Twitter link, and then make sure the URL is the same. So as you can see there, Doogies and Doogies, so that shows that you're purchasing the correct one. What I had when I was about to purchase one, it was Doogies-1, and it was absolutely identical. So the banner, the artwork, the profile picture, all looked identical. But I literally saw that at the last second, the -1, and it was purely, it wouldn't have caught me out most times, but it was literally the hype. I was just desperate to buy one, and that's what the scammers sort of rely on. You're desperate to get in on a project that's minting and selling out really, really fast, and when you see an opportunity, you just quickly purchase, and then before you know it, you've given your money away to a scammer. So just be really, really aware of that one, because it was one I very nearly fell foul of. So yeah, that's my best approach to avoiding scams. For anyone who's sort of interested in NFTs, I would say start off small. So I went in on Doogies initially because it launched at 0.05 ETH. I didn't get it on the mint, as I mentioned. I ended up picking one up a couple of days later for 0.07 ETH. It's now gone up to 0.1 today. It has been a lot higher though. So earlier this week, I think it was sitting at 0.19. So it was a nice investment, and I'm hoping to pick up a couple of more of these. So one of the other best bits of advice I've probably heard as well, which I hadn't thought of, and I wish I did at the time, is to purchase 2 of everything. So, for example, I own 1 Doogie now, so if the floor price skyrockets and I decide to sell it, I'm then out of the Doogies NFT space. However, if it did go off and become the next Bored Ape Yacht Club or something like that, then I'd be kicking myself thinking, it could have made me millions. Purchasing 2, obviously, if you're able to, makes life a lot easier and less stressful for you, because once you've got 2 of them, it's a good tactic to say if you purchase them both for 0.05 ETH, you could then sell one when it gets to 0.2 ETH. You've made your money back and you've made some profit, and then you've got one to sit on. And then when you can just sort of wait and see on that one, but then there's absolutely no risk because you've made your money back, you've got some profit, and then you've got sort of a free NFT to sit on. So, they're my main bits of advice. I hope you found it useful. If you have any thoughts or any tips you want to share, do leave them in the comments. I'd love to read them.